I just went outside and it's, oh, that wind is cold. It's chilly. And I came back in here and it's like warm and smells like breakfast. Oh, I'm glad we have inside jobs to do right now. Whew. Brr.
Ear protection. Woo. Cold. Don't do that. Put on a hood and then put them on. It's going to be loud. Water tile.
Getting the tile saw ready. You're watching American Roots. This tile saw was given to us for free by somebody Joe works with. It's a real blessing because we didn't have a tile saw, and if you remember from the last video, it was one of the things we needed. We needed this really bad. We didn't know we needed it for the Slate, and then it was like, cut it with the tile saw, and we're like, oh yeah, we think we need one of those. So,
Got one.
and we are gonna put it to work and see how it does. We bought this. It's actually not grout. It is furnace cement and fireplace mortar, black. So, made in the USA. So we're gonna use that to put it up for use with fire brick, gasketing, mortar joints, and wood stoves. So, warning, see cautions on back. Temperature range up to 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. My ears.
You can try it this way.
Got safety goggles? Good.
It is.
It's not straight.
If I move it up again.
Looks great. Let me see the cut. Very nice.
We gotta find our level line too. And you like put screw in the ledge. You try it that way, and then
We should plumb it first with the line.
yep.
Let's go see. Let's go.
It's kind of empty.
We used it last time too, so.
Go get this filled up. I got more in the other shipping container.
Okay. There's propane tanks right there. You want me to grab one?
Sure. I'm gonna look.
The auger.
I'm looking for a pipe to match up. See what I can pull up. What is it? Green.
this heater works great. It gets it cranking in here. It works really, really good with the little fan. It pulls in cold air and then blows the hot air out.
So what I can do is move this out of the way if you want to do that, because I need to build the pipe, and then I can figure out where this is going. That way it'll give you a ton of room. Like I said, I don't have any business.
I'm gonna butter the back. I'm gonna butter the back of this. As well as apply it here. Use and I'm gonna need more, but I'm just making sure I apply this. Now with tile, you want to make sure everything is evenly covered. I want to go the same way. Back of this is really wet. Mortar that got off the ground. It seems to be holding. That turned out great. It's stuck there.
Good.
It's doing its job. Nice.
Nice.
Successful. And I'm just coming in here like I was doing tile and trying to smooth it out.
I don't know if you really want it on the floor, but
It says to just wipe it up with like soap and water.
okay. You're doing good with that.
Try to get it a little bit closer so that it bonds everywhere. I'm gonna butter the tile.
How long does it take for this stuff to dry?
It says it needs to set for 24 hours before heat is applied.
Does it say you should touch it with your finger like you just did?
It just says to wipe it off with. So I want to cover the whole tile.
I'm gonna put some more on there.
I probably should. Wipe it off my hands.
Yeah, we're not go.
Maybe I should put down that tarp.
It's a good idea. It's a brilliant idea. And
That's okay.
I have a bigger trowel that you can use to butter. So is that wetness on that other one? The one you bought. That looks really good. Need one of these when it's wet. Let's try. It's gonna look awesome, huh?
Now, I don't particularly care for this mortar in a tube. I feel like it'd be a lot easier to get a bucket, fill the bucket with mortar, and then be able to just like slather it on and go to town. I feel like I'm wasting at $5.99 a tube a lot. Now I know that it is like high heat and all of that, but I think I'm gonna practice. Also, I bought some like construction adhesive. I think I'm gonna go back and forth like between those because I don't think I'll have enough tubes. I bought like 6 tubes and I've done 2 rows and I needed a tube per row. So I need to be a little more resourceful. So this is what we got. I'm gonna switch back and forth and see if this stuff isn't any easier. Maybe I won't have to butter the back of the tile so much. Okay, so I'm moving to the liquid nails. And I'm gonna see what that looks like. I'll adhere that to the wall. Making sure it's level over there. And now I need my tiny piece. Seems to hold good, and that was quick and an easy application. That made it really easy to just stick, plug and play, way less messy than the black mortar. And maybe I'll use the black mortar to like fill in spots that maybe weren't so great going in. But other than that, I think that that was great. That was a very easy like application. I think I like that. We're using the liquid nails now. I was able to get like pretty level the edge. It's all pretty straight over here. I'm gonna come in from the other side and work on that second row. It's going so fast with the liquid nails that I almost don't want to put it on time lapse, just so you can get like a real perspective of how fast it's going. So much quicker than using that mortar in a tube. Again, if I was going to use mortar, I would just put it in a bucket, mix it, and use it right off the trowel. But that is, the liquid nails is like holding the tile on like really good right away. I don't have to do any like priming or anything. And I'm buttering just so that it still allows for a little bit of more connection, a better grip. But I don't know that I have to butter. I think it might stick just as well, but still, I'm going to keep that process going. And I kind of started here and then, but I want to be careful not to get any like in there so it pops out. See, like that. I did not want that. That, I guess I know it's sealed and in there. That was so much easier than using the mortar. I am on a roll. Let's do this. Joe showed me this super cool trick that I just love. So you put it in there and it creates like these snips. You put it in here and it cuts it off perfectly, and you don't have to use a knife. So I would say that it's about the same. I feel like that I used about the same amount of caulking on both, which I guess that would make sense. And I am buttering. Butter that bread. So that would make sense. That, trying not to make a big huge mess. These were like glued together, so you want to make sure you grab the glued side. So now I'm gonna try to work quickly because I want to make sure that it's square over here. Perfect. So now I just need to put in the little end piece. Oh, that's only 3 rows. See. I mean, you still want like a nice amount, but I'm trying to see if I like slide it in there, you could feel it grab. But see how the stone isn't like perfect right here? Even if I was to cut this piece right here, this would still be off. So I'm just gonna go in and fill that in with some black, with that black mortar, and like get it in there and kind of smooth it out, and that'll kind of fill in that crack so you can't see the hardy board. But everything is nice. It's just that, like, it's not even the end of the tile. Like, you could say, oh, maybe that bottom part was uneven. It's not. It's just the way the slate is. It's kind of the downside if you're a perfectionist to using slate or like a natural stone of any kind. Even like a brick is going to have divots and cuts and stuff that aren't exactly even. So I just have to let that go, I guess. sets very nicely, and it looks fantastic. I have to say, I'm very impressed with the way that this is going on. It was really slow to start with the mortar. It's getting late, and if I want to have any hope of finishing this by the time I need to go to bed, I'm gonna start cutting all the tile pieces at once. So I know that I need at least 5 more rows. So I'm gonna cut 10 tile pieces. Maybe I'll just do 8 just to make sure I need 10 rows. So I'm not cutting pieces I don't need to not cut, but I'm gonna cut them all at once. I've already cut 2. Let's do 6 more.